Go.
Hello, I'm a Mac, and I'm a DC. Action! 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 Zintight, you okay?
No, I'm not okay. I have that virus that's going around.
Oh, yeah.
You better stay back. This one's a doozy.
That's okay, I'll be fine.
No, do not be a hero. Last year there were 114,000 known viruses for PCs.
PCs, not Macs. So, just grab this.
I think I got a crash.
Hey, if you feel that'll help. Good.
With all of the different Microsoft-based personal computers on the market, it's clear that one should have a better understanding of how an Apple computer is a better investment. This has relevance to you because so many computer users go in blindly without looking at the pros and cons of each different operating system. There are three main aspects we need to understand when knowing why a Mac is a better investment than a PC. First, how computer users are unsure what computer they should be using to accomplish everyday tasks. Then I will discuss how the high prices of Macs tend to turn people away without looking at quality. And I will conclude with why it is worth the extra money to invest in a Mac computer. Let me begin by defining the problem with computer users. Computer users are unsure if they should be using a Mac or a PC to accomplish their everyday tasks. Macs are overall a more easy to use database for its users. I think all of you in here are PC users. So I know that all of you have the start menu, and then you have programs, and you have the control panel. And a lot of people don't really even use those things, I know that, and a lot of the programs on there. With a Mac, everything you need is on the bottom of the screen. You have your Internet Explorer, you have your Microsoft Word, everything you need. And an article written by Glenn Duran in Popular Mechanics, he did tests on both Macs and PCs to see how they compared against each other. And the test showed that with the laptops, the Macs and PCs both ran about the same on the processors, and that's basically the speed of your computer. But with the desktops, the Macs completely outshined the desktop of a PC-based computer. So it proves that a lot of programs open faster. You can get your tasks done a lot easier on a Mac. And one thing with Mac computers, you're able to run both the Mac database and also the Windows-based database too. If users still want to be able to use their PC, it's a really good way for people who have had PCs to be able to come in and kind of get used to the Mac, and they can use the Windows and the Mac at the same time. Now that you understand how the Mac's database works, more efficient for its users, I will now discuss why consumers are more prone to buy a PC instead of a Mac. High prices of Macs versus the cheaper prices of PCs tend to make computer users buy the cheaper computer without looking at quality. With Windows PC, you get basically what you get when you pay only $500 or $600 into it. There's an article in Business Week magazine called Mac vs. PC, What You Don't Get for $6.99. And one of the points that it brings up, I know this because I helped my grandma pick out a computer, and they wanted her to, she needed to go get extra stuff and get all these programs taken off that they knew she wasn't going to use. Why did they put the programs on there in the first place if people aren't going to use them? With a Mac, you get it out of the box, you don't have to take any programs off, and you add what software you want to use on it. And with a Mac computer, you also have a much more secure firewall against viruses, as you saw in this campaign. And since most viruses are specifically targeted towards PCs. With these high prices of the Mac computers, the user should see that as a sign of quality. Despite its high price, it's worth the extra dollars to invest in the Mac computer. There's an article called Mac versus PC, Pros and Cons, and I read it and it showed that there are several more pros in buying a Mac instead of a PC. And I've stated most of them with the higher processor, with the viruses you get with a PC, and you don't get them as much with the Mac. And the Mac computer has a higher processor, like I said, and it gives its users easy access to programs with like the internet and the word processors. With its superior user interface and easy-to-use database, the Mac proves to be the best computer for users. With everything that's been stated, I will now put things into perspective. all the different Microsoft-based personal computers on the market, it is clear that one should have a better understanding of how an Apple computer is a better investment of money. Today I discuss with you 3 aspects of why a Mac is a better choice than a PC, beginning with defining the problem of inadequate users. Then we learn how, despite its cheap price, PC users are not getting a good deal. And finally, I discuss why it's worth your dollar to buy the Mac for its intricate yet simplistic database. So, who will you be? Do you want to be an outdated system that crashes and is virus-ridden? Or would you rather be a cool system that holds many possibilities for its users?
I want it.